Welcome to Cooking One-on-One with Jayden and my co-host, Edwin de los Santos. This guy's a noob. He doesn't know how to cook anything.
Let me ask you this first, because as you know, I haven't seen anyone cooking like steak with adobo. Well, we're not gonna use adobo, right?
Good joke. Good joke.
What do you mean joke? You don't use adobo to cook. You don't use adobo to cook meat. Like you use salt and pepper, like a white people. Okay, this is what we use to seasoning: salt and pepper. That's it.
But you're Dominican. You come over here.
Very good looking. Okay, I'm a citizen. Okay, Donald Trump, I'm a citizen. I am a citizen of the United States and the United States of Nueva York.
Adobo is the season primarily used in the country of Dominican Republic.
Oh yeah, they use.
It has many different seasoning combined into one. For example, salt. This is why we don't just use salt and pepper.
But we're in America, and since Donald Trump is the new president, white people use salt and pepper to season the meat.
But listen, the reason why white people, or people that go by the race that are a little lighter than everyone else, is because if you only use salt and pepper, what you're really looking for is through the taste of the steak. We don't want that taste. We want artificial taste, which is gonna make it taste amazing. And a lot more seasoned than it already is. A lot of people, they just put salt. Just put salt because they want that natural taste, but we don't want that natural taste today. We don't want that natural taste today. First, you're gonna oil up the meat.
You oil the meat?
We already did.
Oh, you already did, but you're getting to show people how do you oil the meat. Do it. I want to see how you oil the meat, Jayden. Think it's slick, huh?
The reason why we put oil on the
meat, on the steak. Here, I want to see you putting oil on the meat.
The oil is so moisturizing that seasoning, the oil causes the seasoning to seep into the middle. So it's not all on the outer part of the steak. Stay with me now. So first we're going to apply salt.
Like any white people will do.
If you want to have a good prediction of how much seasoning you put on something, always put it in your hand or a different utensil and not just put it on.
Okay, Donald Trump, because I see it, yes, it's terrible.
So for now, I'm going to be the demonstration and season and cook my own steak for now, and then he's going to follow up with his own steak. So the first side of your steak, you want to grab a pinch of salt, and you don't want to go from a low level. In order to spread out the seasoning thoroughly throughout the steak, you want to go from a high level and make sure you really arch that wrist. Like Salt Bae once said. Once you made sure you had every single part of the front side of your steak, you're then gonna want to flip it. All right. Then you're gonna get the rest of the seasoning. Just put it on that bad boy. Remember, you don't want to put too much because the adobo has salt in it already.
Don't be putting salt on my meat. I don't want you putting anything on my meat. Okay, go ahead.
You also want to get those sides of the remaining salt that it's on the cutting board. Now that it's back at its front side, can I get a paper towel, please?
Oh yeah.
This guy, am I right?
Paper towel. Okay.
Now we're gonna add the most important season of them all. Adobo. Just make sure you get all the crevices. Alright, good. Now put it around because we need that oil to get into the steak. Not the meat. The steak. We're gonna get our black pepper. Alright, now it really depends on how good of a tolerance you have with this pepper. Because a lot of people sneeze when you get in the vicinity of black pepper. So let's be generous with it, alright? Not too much. Just a good amount on there. Perfect. Now this is completely optional. A lot of people like to use onion powder instead of garlic, or maybe both. It depends on how fat you are. But see, garlic powder is extremely strong. And when we later on butter baste the steak, we are gonna add garlic, so you don't wanna put too much. Not too much. Once you have a nice seasoned steak, please grab a little handful. Well, not handful, but I didn't say this beforehand. Make sure to preheat your pan at medium It's a high heat. It is heated, Father.
It is, yeah.
So what you're going to do is you're going to get water in your hand. But you don't want to overfill it because you don't want to spill all of it. You're just going to get enough water so you can splash it on this bad boy. Once you see it evaporates like that, that's how you know it's ready. This is really optional. You can put oil if you like, but I want a nice sear on my steak, so we're going to put a generous amount.
Why'd you stop it like that?
You know how the people in the news, when they move on to another person, they're just staring at the camera? Oh, yeah.
All the Chinese movies, like, hello.
Back to business. So we're going to put a generous amount of oil on this bad boy. All right? Not too much, but not too little.
Let's say.
Spread it evenly throughout the pan. Okay, the reason why we put this much oil is because that causes our steak to get a good, nice sear. So when you aren't eating it, it has a little crisp to it. You have our beautiful seasoned steak here. And we're going to put it on the pan. You might burn yourself, so please be careful. Don't be afraid of the oil. The oil is nature. We are not afraid of Mother Nature herself. She's beautiful. Please don't hurt me. Just pat down the steak because you want to make sure everything gets evenly cooked here. It depends on what type of steak you want. I'm preferably going to go for medium rare steak here. So we're going to cook 3 to 4 minutes on each side.
You need a good wine if you want to eat the meat or the steak. Okay? Not the meat, the steak.
3 minutes, and then we're going to flip it. You can preferably check up on the steak at multiple times. But if you're confident like me, we don't need to do that. We're looking for a medium rare, nice pink piece of steak here. We want it to be nice, juicy, and tender at the time we eat it. And we have a good sear on both sides, and we get that crispy warmth. Cooking beautifully, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. No.
No, because you don't want to, you see?
No, papi. I don't care if it burns me. This is Mother Nature at its finest. This doesn't hurt me. Physical pain is an illusion, Father.
What?
This, I could put my face in that and it won't even hurt.
Do it.
No.
I would like to see that.
No.
And I have it on camera. Now when your mother started screaming at me, I was like, he was the one who put his face on the thing. Now he looked like a fried fish.
We got a really nice sear on one side, all right? See, the fat got a little crispy, so on the other side, we're not going to cook it for as long because we really do want that fat to be nice and tender. But for now, we're just going to let it sit for about a minute or two. Remember, at this stage of the steak, once you have your first side of the steak nice and seared, you don't want to keep checking up on that bad boy, all right? You don't want it to burn now. Hi, buenísimo.
I lose alive.
Alive.
You like it like that?
That's medium rare. Let me show the camera.
That lose alive.
That is not.
Let's try it out. Bon appetit.
Try this. This is how I like it. This is delicious, guys. Look at that.
Then we use a little bit of this. You put it like this first. You see? He didn't do that. Then you turn it to the other side. And you grab it and hold on to it like that. Then you keep cooking and cooking and cooking and cooking.
He likes about a medium well steak, close to well done. I like mine like that. Little pink in the middle. Very juicy, very moisturized. Once he's finished, leave down in the comments. Which one do you think is better? Mine or his?